Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to produce a spanner. We are going to design a spanner. A spanner is a type of a hand tool that is used to tightening or loosening of nuts and bolts by gripping their heads. This is our end product. This is what we are going to produce actually. We are going to go step by step until we come to this amazing end product. Pay attention guys. I'm going to choose my workspace. This is my workspace now. Let us zoom it for clarity purposes. Yes, I think that's better. I'll take a circle of 16 millimeters radius. This is a circle of 16 millimeters radius. Also, I'll take another circle of 13 millimeters radius. Yeah, that is our circle, 13 millimeters radius. Also, I require a distance of 100 millimeters from one endpoint to the other endpoint. So I take the line command and open up the orthogonal mode. Then I give it a distance of 100 millimeters. Then I'll take another circle of 15 millimeters radius. Yeah, that is our circle of 15 millimeters radius. Also, I'll take another circle of 9 millimeters radius. Next, I'm going to offset our middle line. I'm going to offset that middle line at a distance of 5.5 millimeters in both right and left side, both on the upper side and on the lower side. Yeah, I have offset it at a distance of 5 millimeters on the upper side and the distance of 5 millimeters on the lower side. Next, I'm going to do filleting. I'm going to do filleting on the upper side at one end at a distance of 47 millimeters and on the other end at a distance of 23 millimeters. Let us now start at this our first end. It will be a radius of 47 millimeters. So I've given it a radius of 47 millimeters. Now I'm going now to choose that line and select that line, that circle, and that one that way. Also on the upper side, select that one and that one. That's awesome. Next, I'm going to give it a radius of 23 meters on the other end. Radius 23 meters. I'm going to do filleting of radius 23 meters on the other end. So I give it a radius and I select the circle and the line. Yeah, that way. Also on the upper side. Yeah, that's awesome. Next, I'll draw two lines. I'll draw two lines and offset them so that we can open up our spanner, because we are drawing an open-ended spanner. So I'll take up the line command and draw a line of any measurement. It can be 50, 40, just any measurement. Also, I'll draw another line of any measurement. After that, we are going to offset the first line at a distance of 17 millimeters and the second line at a distance of 13 millimeters. Now our first line is being offsetted at a distance of 17 millimeters. Yeah, that way. Also, I'm going to take up this offset command and offset it at a distance of 13 millimeters. 13 millimeters, yeah, that way. Next, I'll join up the two lines, the first line and the second line, using the line command. I'll do the same to our next portion. Yeah, that's awesome. Next, we are going to rotate the two objects that we have created, the two 2D objects that we have created. So we select all of them and then we take up the rotate command. So I've switched off the orthogonal mode, and I've taken up the rotate command, and I'll give it I'll rotate it at a distance at an angle of 15 degrees. Yeah, that way. Next, I'm going to move one of the 2D objects at one end of the spanner. Yeah, I move it at the center. Yeah, that way. Also, I'm going to move the other object to the center of the next endpoint of our spanner. Select this base point and I put it at the center. Yeah, that's awesome. Next, I'm going to take up the extend command. I'll take up the extend command and I'll extend that line, also this one, and the next line. Next, I'm going to move that circle from that point to the center, from that intersection point to the center. So I'll select the base point. Yeah, that's the base point, and I'll move it at that intersection point. Also, I'm going to take up the move command and I'll move the next circle to the intersection at the center. Yeah, there. That's great. Now I'll take up the trim command and I'll trim off the unnecessary parts. That is an unwanted part. That becomes the unwanted part. Also this one, that one, also that one. Awesome. Yes, now you can see that we have a good ended spanner. Also trim that one, trim that one, trim that one. Good. Awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. Also, I'm going to trim this particular portion, this particular part, that one, and that one. That's great. You can see these lines are not joined, so this is not a one object. So what I'm going to do, we are going to use the join command to join up the lines so that we can have one good object. Yeah, after joining the lines, you can see now we have one good object. Yeah, after this, we are going to press pull to change this object from a 2D object to a 3D object. So I'll take up the press pull command and I select the object, and then I press pull it at a distance of 5 millimeters radius to change it from a 2D object to a 3D object. Yes. After that, I'm going to convert this to a shaded from a 2D wireframe to a shaded wireframe. Now you can see we have our good and open-ended spanner. Now this is a type of hand tool that is used to tighten or loosen nuts in industries by gripping the heads of either the nut or the bolt. This is our end product. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please purpose to subscribe.